Hello everyone and welcome to IMRT Reviews. IMRT, and today we're going to be doing a non-spoiler review of Fear Street Part 1 1994, which is the start of a new horror trilogy on Netflix. So Fear Street Part 1 is directed by Lee Janiak, I think that's how you say her name, and this is the first film that I've seen directed by her, and I must say it's a good first watch. And it stars a young cast who plays teenagers living in a town that has been cursed by a witch that causes lots of people in this town to become serial killers. So straight off the back, I really enjoyed the start of this movie as we're straight into the slasher killing, and the film feels like it's heavily nodding towards the original Scream movie in how it looks visually and what happens in the scene, and I really did enjoy that. It feels to me like the director must be a big fan of horror movies, as even though this film does stand on its own, there are, like I said, nods to other horror movies such as Scream. The Shining is one that I did particularly notice, especially when someone's axing the door. I mean, it doesn't come through and say, "Here's Johnny," but you get the nod, and it's not done badly, so I did appreciate it, and it's not like 24/7. So the biggest flaw to this movie for me is the first act. It's quite a lot of over-the-top high school cringy rivalry, and it just wasn't for me personally, to be honest. And I don't know if high school is actually like that. I haven't got a clue, but it just wasn't for me personally in the film, and it goes on for far too long, and there's just so much of it that I really didn't like it. I think all this time at the start of the movie could have been used a lot better. They could have just fleshed out the backstories for our core group of characters and made us care about them a lot more, as the only character to me that felt completely fleshed out was Dina, and everyone else kind of felt like the classic horror movie stereotypes, if you get what I mean. You got the funny dumb one, you got the kind of serious one, you got the the one that knows everything, stuff like that, just the classic stereotypes. Big strengths to this movie though are the killers. They are simple yet very scary designs, and the best killers are the ones that you feel like you cannot stop, and you definitely get that feeling with these killers, and it creates some very intense scenes. And this leads into my second biggest flaw of the movie, which are the kills. For me personally, there's not enough blood and gore. Just that's a thing, I saw the new Halloween trailer. He's going around destroying people left, right, and centre, and I was like, damn, that's a bit of me. And in this film, the kills aren't very creative. There's one creative kill in the third act, and to be fair, it was a great one. I was like, ooh, now that's what we want to see. That's entertainment. But apart from that one, they are very just normal, stabby, stab kills, and there wasn't anything that really stood out to me apart from that one in the third act, but that is definitely worth seeing. The film looks beautiful. I mean, the cinematography, especially at the beginning, is great, and the film looks expensive as well, which is a big compliment, as it is a film that has been made on a smaller budget, and you get a great sense for the town as you get to explore many different locations, creating very different sequences for the action, for the kills, and kept it very fresh and interesting. The story is full of mystery. After the first act ended and the second one started, I was interested in the plot the entire time, and the plot wasn't predictable. I didn't expect some of the things that were going to happen in this film, and in the slasher genre, you feel like you've seen everything before, franchises repeating old stories that they've done before. It's quite unique and refreshing to see in a kind of stagnant genre. And like I said, as soon as that second act starts, that's where this film becomes good. The only other thing I'd really say is there are a few cringy lines. I'd say like 3 or 4 cringy lines where I was like, ugh. I mean, apart from the entire high school rivalry thing, I was cringing the entire time throughout that. But there was a few moments where a character would say something and I'd go, don't know about that line. So overall, I'd say Fear Street Part 1 1994 is a good slasher movie that I would highly recommend to anyone who is a big slasher movie fan like myself. I'd say my favourite slasher movie of all time is probably the original Scream. I'm not sure. I love the entire Scream trilogy. I haven't seen Scream 4. I'm calling it a Scream trilogy because I have the trilogy on box set. I'd find it, but... oh, hold on. There it is. So yeah, that's my 3-film collection. That's why I'm calling it a trilogy. I'm yet to see number 4, and I know there's number 5 this year, which I'm very excited for. And yeah, I'm very excited for part 2 and 3 of Fear Street, and I will be reviewing them as soon as they're out. So let me know down in the comments below if you've checked out this film. Let me know what your favourite slasher movie is, and if you did enjoy this review and you want to see more, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.